Hello everyone, your favorite Senso Tech Jedi Lisa here with a video about the Chrome Essentials package. If your school district has received the Chrome Essentials package, you are in the right place to learn about that. So let's jump right into it. Let's look over here at our portal. Now the great thing that comes with this package is the ability to use our Google Classroom sync. So you, the teacher, can create Google Classrooms, have your students accept the invitation either by the email or that little code that gets created, and once they've accepted it and we do a sync between the portal, your Senso portal, and Google Classroom, you'll see right here that you will be able to see your Google Classrooms and just the students assigned into them. Pretty cool. So a little tip or trick that I'll give you here is when you're creating your classrooms, if you want them to be sorted in a specific order here in your Senso portal, put a 1 or an A at the beginning. If you want something below that, put a 2 or a B, 3 or a C. I think you get what I'm on about right now. And that way it will go ahead and sort those classrooms in a very good order for you so that you can click through them through the day. And again, you can just see those users that have been assigned to that Google Classrooms. Pretty cool. You can also have groups that are assigned to you so you can see your Google Classroom and groups. I'm going to go ahead and go down here to one of my groups because I want to show you a couple of Chromebooks. I want to have nice big thumbnails on here, so I just left it at 2 Chromebooks for this. So in list view, you're going to be able to see the device information. In some school districts, you'll see that it will be set up with a serial number right here. The username, which is going to be the email and their display name. Now remember display name. It's going to come up in a minute and you're going to love that. And its status of whether it's online or offline. Up here, your tools are the ability to add or remove it from a group. Now these groups are going to be these over here, not your Google Classrooms. Those will be add or remove over in Google Classroom area. You can select users from right here. You can deselect users. You can filter out the members so you can just see who you need to see online, and you can get device details and refresh your group members right here, and also search for users by their username or their display name. So let's go ahead and let's go into thumbnail view. Now in thumbnail view, you have this select all right here. You have the quality options. Again, there's that filter. Now here's that cool thing I said to remember about thumbnails. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to expand. So this is your magnifying glass tool. You see that it makes the thumbnails bigger or smaller. I want to make them bigger for you so you can see this very clearly. Now you see up here at the top of these thumbnails, we have a lot of information there. We have the device name, we have the email. So maybe that's way too much information for you. You want to make this easy on yourself. This is going to be so cool. Now you can pull this down. You can choose username, which is going to be their email address or their display name. And look, it's going to take it just to their display name, and that makes it so much easier when you have 30, 40, 50 plus Chromebooks listed in here. You can see who's logged into that Chromebook. That one's pretty cool. Again, add or remove from groups. I've already showed you expand thumbnails or shrink thumbnails, and also this switch monitor is for Windows devices. So just be aware that there are some tools that are Windows specific. They're not going to work on Chromebooks. And then again, you have that search feature. If I was just looking for Zach, I could type that in and I'd be able to sort to just the Chromebook I needed to see. Now, when you go into click on a device and go into the big thumbnail view of it, I will bring your attention right here to this control. Again, control for Chromebooks is different than on Windows devices. We have limitations within the Google API, so we can't take control of the Chromebook just like we would a Windows device. But man, we offer so many tools in Chrome Essentials and in our expanded Chrome package that you are essentially controlling that Chromebook. Control-Alt-Delete is going to be Windows specific, so is remote keyboard. There's your quality again. You can change the quality right here. Remember I said switch monitor? Again, that's going to be something that's going to be for Windows devices. Now you have screen scale. You could take it out super big screen or, stretch to fill, whatever is best for you to see those devices. Utilize that screen scale right there. Save screen, if you need to take a screenshot of whatever is happening on the device, there's that save screen. You can save it, email it, do whatever you need to with it. And then remote settings, again, that's going to be a Windows specific tool. This little fun thing over here is a way to take it out full screen. And when you're ready to leave that full screen view, you simply would click it again. So you can also have tabbed view right here. So if I go back to another Chromebook, which I have to actually select a different Chromebook, you see that it will open it up in tab view. So it can actually click back and forth between multiple devices at the same time and look at them in right here in this thumbnail view. When I'm ready to go back to the screen view, you see I just click the X on those tabs, and now I can get back to those individual screens on here so I can see them all at once. So let's talk about the tool sets that you have available up here. You have Close Tab, Launch, Lock Screen, and Send Message. So let's start with Launch, and you're going to see why I'm starting with Launch in just a minute. Launch allows you to go ahead and come in here and run websites, no matter where these devices are in the world. They don't have to be right next to you. They don't have to be on site. They can be at home, distance learning. You will be able to push out websites to them. Now, these boxes are very important. You can be selective and only send it out to a select individual or other members that are listed here, or you can select all. Because I only have 2 Chromebooks, because I wanted to have that nice big thumbnail here, I am going to select all so you can see what this looks like. I'm going to choose website. Default, there's only default or Chrome, so if you leave it at default, it'll be fine. It will open it up in Chrome, no problem. And then you just need to type in the name of the website that you would like to go to. Now you can type or copy and paste in here of the website you want to push out to those devices, and I'm going to click run. There you go. It's going to open up that site for you automatically. Now the next thing is I want to bring your attention to save as shortcut. So maybe this is a website that you utilize all the time, or it has a really long URL. Save yourself a lot of work. You can go ahead and save this as a shortcut, call it code.org so you know what it is. Not only can you save it as a shortcut, you can actually save it as an icon. You can create your own button at the top. So you have the option to save it and run it again, or save it and close. I'm going to save and close so you can see what this is going to change my toolbar up here. There we go. So I get this nice little shortcut here, but I also have this button that I created. So if I click it again, you'll see that it's going to open up in another tab the same website. So you can have as many of these as you want. I cannot type today. Goodness gracious. Save it as a shortcut. I can choose either or shortcut as an icon. I'm clicking both because I want to show you what that looks like as both a shortcut and an icon. This time I'm going to click save and run. So now it's going to save it and also run it. But then again, next time that I want to do this, I simply have the option to use my nice little button that I made right here, or have these shortcuts down here. Now to manage those shortcuts, you see right here, I'll go into manage shortcuts. I can edit. Maybe I want to change the name, or I need to change some of the settings within here. I can also remove. So if I want to remove that, I click that and I click close, and you'll see that it will remove it from your toolbar up here. Pretty darn cool. You can also run extensions on Chromebooks. So this one takes a little bit of setup. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now I know over here in Chrome you can't see, but we all know with Chrome the 3 little dots up in the right hand corner. So you go up to the 3 little dots. You're going to go to more tools and extensions. Now all extensions have a unique ID. That's that really long string of, it looks like random, but it actually is a string of characters that makes sense. So if they have basic apps, or they have extensions pushed out to them, the most basic things they have are docs, sheets, and slides. Just make sure you're running an extension that is installed on those Chromebooks. So I'm going to choose Google Slides. That's a very common one for teachers. You're doing web quest or research projects or something like that, and you want your students to be able to run and create these slideshows. Now it's difficult, especially for distance learning, to explain to someone where to go. So you can do it for them automatically. All right, so let's go back. You see that I have copied that string, that ID there, just that kind of random string of characters. I'm going to go back to my Senso portal, and now I'm going to change website to application, and I'm going to paste, nope, I'm in the wrong spot, right there where it says application. I'm going to paste that string. Now definitely save this as a shortcut. We're going to save this as slides, so that I know going forward what it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and click save and run. So you'll see what will happen on my devices is that I will automatically open that extension for Google Slides. And then now I have this lovely little shortcut right here, so I don't have to go back and find that extension string again. Isn't that cool? That's really neat, and that's very handy to have it for your students to go ahead and push that out for them. Now, the reason I did this first is because I wanted to show you what close tab does. If I open up close tab, and I'm going to just do this on an individual device, I can go ahead and when I click run, you'll see that it's going to go out there and it's going to close the active tab they're in. If I keep running it, it's going to close those active tabs all the way out to the desktop. So that's a really great way to control and manage those devices remotely. So let's talk about lock screen. Lock screen is a great thing that you can, what you're giving instructions, you're using this in conjunction with like a video conferencing like Teams, and you want to have students to listen to all instructions and not be typing around trying to open something up. So here you can say wait for instructions. Again, you can give a whatever your customized message is, change the background color, and I'm going to go ahead and run that, and you'll see it's going to go out to those devices and it's going to lock those devices. They can't clickety clack on the keyboard or whatever. They're going to wait for instructions, and then when you're ready for them to go ahead and get going, you simply unlock and it's going to unlock that device for them. Again, save this as a shortcut, something you utilize all the time, just like we did for the website and extensions. You can save and create a button or save and create I can't think, a shortcut. Okay, so let's talk about send message. This is a static message. This is not a live chat back and forth. This is going to be a way for you to send a message to them, hello world, and send that out to those users. You'll see that it's going to show up there. Oh no, my big head is in the way. Well, okay, right here it says that this is a message from SuperText. It says hello world, and it will slide down out of the way. Now the great thing about this little system tray down here in Chromebooks, they'll have a little number, and classroom management just let those students know if they see a number down there in that system tray that there is something for them to look at. You've sent them a message. You need them to read that message. Again, you can save it as a shortcut and use that to go ahead and send those out to your students, and it says who it's from. My name in here is SuperText, so that's who it's from. Your name would be whatever console username you have put in. All right, so that is the Chrome Essential Package that you have available to you for your Chromebooks, and I'm so glad that you joined me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.